Hey guys, I'm Ashling. Welcome to That Little Soy Thing. Okay, so just the other day I got the fifth volume of Attack on Titan, and yeah, it's amazing. I'm so excited to talk about this. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump right in and just begin from where it takes off in the beginning, which is where there's this girl named Ilsa. I think her name's Ilsa, and she's just walking along, and she's all of her squad has been killed. She's by herself. She's walking on like outside the walls and trying to survive the best she can. And she's writing in her notebook everything that's happening. And then next thing you know, perhaps she comes across the Titan, and she's terrified. She can barely move. She tries to run away. She can barely move. Yeah, and she ends up like sitting in front of a tree with it facing her, and then she's like waiting for it to kill her, but she's continuing to write in her book. She's continuing to put everything down, even with tears streaming down her face. She's so determined to continue doing her job, and so yeah, and then she hears the Titan, and it starts talking to her, and it says Ymir's people. Now, I think that, first of all, it's amazing that a Titan can talk. But Ymir, like, isn't that the name of the girl who was part of, she was in the trainees. She's going out with Historia. Yeah, is it somehow connected towards her? I don't know if that is her name. I think it is, but yeah, that's very interesting. I'm wondering what connection that has, if she has a connection to it. But yeah, and I felt really bad for the Titan just looking at it, because like you could see like it was kind of like it was like a person was trapped inside a Titan's body, and that could have been what it was. Maybe it was a person who was like maybe it was a bit like Eren, where he was a human in a Titan form, but he wasn't able to get out of it. And you saw him, he started like bowing to her, showing respect, and he started moaning and crying when she kept asking him questions. And like he started pulling at his face and then ripping his skin, because he just was like so upset when she started asking him like, why do you kill us? You don't need to kill us. Like, you're useless. Why are you here? And the thing just starts ripping its face out of frustration, like just out of complete desperation, or it just looks so helpless, the poor thing. Like, I wanted to give it a hug. It'd kill me, but I want to give it a hug. And yeah, after she screams it like that, it goes mental and it kills her. But yeah, so and yeah, it was only until a year later that Levi and Hanji found her notebook. And oh my god, that was so awesome. Like, oh my gosh, that's one of the best character deaths I've seen in this so far. And like, I barely know the character, but it's just like, after she accomplished so much right before she died. Oh my god, it was so amazing. I love her. I hope I can... There's probably not many fans like put much attention on her, but I really hope like there's like some fanfics about her and stuff. Like, I want to know. I'm very interested in her. I like her a lot. But anyway, back to what's happening currently in the world. A year later, Eren is still in the jail cell, and Hanji comes up to him to like bring him out, and she starts walking him up to court. And Hanji seems a lot more, instead of in comparison to the anime, she seems a lot more caring about the entire situation. Like, in the anime, she was very upbeat and happy about it, very cheery. Like, she was a bit, the anime made her out to be a bit of a mental case. Like, I know that she's not like the most sane person of the Survey Corps, but in the manga she seems a lot more human. She has a lot more human emotions and reactions than in the anime. So yeah, she was very caring about it. She was like making sure that he was okay. She was like asking him, "You alright?" Like, she was asking like, sorry, we can help you out a bit sooner and everything. Yeah, so she's really nice. I like that. She was so sweet. But yeah, but once they get into the courtroom, they start going back and forth of what they should do with Aaron, and this one there's the church, well, they just call it the church, but it's a religious organization that kind of worships the walls, and they're very dangerous because they have like so many followers, so many people supporting them. But at the same time, they make up such stupid. They get in front of any bit of progress that people want to make in order to keep people safer, just because they want to preserve the walls. Like for example, they didn't want any cannons to be put on top of the walls because it felt like it would be defacing the walls. But like, how else are you going to defend yourself? Like, they act as if the walls are invincible and they're already being kicked down. So yeah, and they even make the argument that the only reason why and they don't want like the walls to be like tampered with in any way. They don't want them to be they don't want them to be, they don't want the doors to be blocked up or anything. They just want it exactly the way it was because they believe it was a gift from God and it's going to save them. It's so stupid, I know, but I really like that how this anime is like showing how religion can become very difficult, even when the world is at the brink of extinction. Even when humanity is at the brink of extinction, people are still going to use religion and their beliefs to try and to argue with logic. And so yeah, I really like that plotline. I'm really interested to see more about what happens with the church and yeah. But yeah, I really liked that. But also after like Levi beat up Eren, like in the anime, like he was bleeding, but in the manga he was like a running tap. like it was coming out of him like a waterfall. It's like, Jesus, how badly did he beat him? Like I mean, I know it like it is pretty brutal the way he beats him. Like he has to continuously kick him in the face and everything. But like he just like it was like it was raining down with blood on him. I didn't get it. I didn't think it looked realistic, or I don't know. I just thought it was overdone. But yeah, and once again after he's out of the courtroom and they're tending to his wounds, and Levi asks him, "Hey, you don't resent me, right?" And for doing that, you understand that I had to do that. And yeah, and again, Hanji is a lot more caring about Eren's well-being. Like in the anime, she was just like interested about like his tooth and like whether or not he would be able to grow it back. And like she was just she was focusing only on the fact that he was Titan. She wasn't like taking the fact that he was a human or a small boy. She wasn't showing concern towards him. But in the manga, she's showing a lot more concern towards him. She's kind of acting a bit nurturing towards him, like she's tending to his wounds, and she didn't even expect his tooth to grow back. She wasn't even concentrating on that. She only brought up because like to give out to Levi, like, did you really have to kick out his tooth? But yeah, that was really sweet. I really like Mommy Hanji. She's so cute. But yeah, so anyway, Eren gets handed over to Team Levi to so they can look over him and like kill him if it goes out of hand, but also see if they can use his abilities to their advantage. And Levi, the first time we see his extreme cleaning habits, where he needs everything to be very clean. He hates any amount of dirt, and we see that when they come up to the abandoned survey corps headquarters, and he's like, it's absolutely filthy. We need to clean it. And after even after Eren cleans up a room, he's like, it's filthy. do it again. I love that. I like that little quirk about his personality, especially since he's like the strongest. He's the strongest out of all humanity. For him to like be someone who's just nitpicking little things like that, like I like that. I like that part of his character. And also, I liked learning. I don't know if this was said in the anime, but I liked learning from Petra that Levi used to be a thug in the city's underground market. What a backstory! Like, I don't know. He's just so prim and proper. I never really thought he would be a criminal, to be honest. But when I say prim and proper, I kind of like thought he'd be like a leader official or something. Like I wouldn't expect him to be a criminal at all. But yeah, that's interesting. I like that. I hope we learn more about that. But yeah. Oh, and also Erwin got Levi into the Servant Corps. I like learning little bits about their dynamic, seeing how much trust Levi puts in Erwin. Yeah, because he doesn't really seem to have much trust in anyone. He doesn't really show care for anyone. Well, he does show care towards citizens and towards the men fighting beside him. He cares about them, but I don't know, he just doesn't like show any personal human connections with anyone. But yeah, so Hanji will be experimenting on Eren, and I love as soon as Eren's asked Hanji to like what does she to like start talking about the Titans, like Levi just like goes, he just gets out, just closes the door. I love that, like so sassy. Oh, Levi. Oh, I love him, he's so awesome. I also love like how excited Hanji gets about this entire thing. She's so cute with how excited she gets. It's a little bit creepy, but I know I kind of like characters that are a little bit creepy, but like very very passionate in what they're doing. So yeah, and I liked hearing from her that she wants to understand Titans rather than exterminate them through violence. She wants to figure out what's going on with them, and with her, and yeah, sorry. I like her point of view because she takes in every single detail about the Titans. She doesn't just go blindly with her hate towards them about like how much they have hurt her and how much damage they've caused to her. She wants to know about them. She wants to learn why they're doing this. She wants to learn how to stop them without doing it with violence. So in a way, she does kill them, but but she also wants to learn more about them so she doesn't have to hurt them as much. But yeah, and Hanji nearly tells Eren about Isles Langer. I don't know how to say her name, I'm sorry. But yeah, she keeps him up all night talking about the Titans, and he's just like sitting like a corpse, like the expression on his face is hilarious. Like he's just, all energy has been drained from him. There's no life left in him. Cause I absolutely love that. She's so awesome. But yeah, I also we see the the Titans that she had kept, that she was experimenting on, Beans and Sunny, and we find out once she's finished explaining everything to him, we find out that they were killed, and Hanji is hysterical because she loved them so much, she cared about them so much, and she put so much work into getting them, and she learned so much from them. Yeah, and she wants to learn so much more, and then they're just killed, and all her progress is just, well, it's not thrown out, but like she can't do any more, and she hasn't learned enough to be able to make a significant difference to the world. So she's just heartbroken, like she's crying her eyes out, like she's crying out of like compassion towards the Titans, and she's crying about like how how that was their one chance and it's just ruined. So yeah, I like, again, I like how passionate she is. I like characters who are passionate in what they do, and yeah, I just really like that. So yeah, the Titans are killed. So now everyone is getting their gear checked. All the trainees are getting their gears checked, and you see them all like standing in line together with their gear in front of them, and Annie and Armin start like talking to each other about what they're going to do with whether they're going to enter the survey corps or not, and Annie and Armin are kind of like beginning their friendship, and like Armin's like saying, "You're actually really nice. Like you don't want us to get hurt and everything," and then like Annie, you can see in her eyes, she feels very guilty. Like she's like, "No, I'm not a good person. Like I just don't want to get killed." Like so yeah, yeah, I like Annie's character so far. I haven't seen we didn't see much from her in the anime. I hope to see more of her from the manga, but yeah. Also, and Eren goes up to talk with the trainees once he sees them passing by. He wants to talk about all the ones and all of them to see who joined the survey corps. And as soon as he goes to them, Mikasa instantly starts worrying about him. She goes into big sister mode, or just nervous friend mode, where she's just very worried about him. She's like asking, "Are you okay? Did they pester you? Did they hurt you? Did they do anything to you? Did they make you uncomfortable?" And like, oh, she's so cute. She's so like she's so worried about him because he's the only family she has left, and she protects him so much, and I just love her character. I feel so bad for her. I love all the female characters in this for no reason. I don't know why. They're just all so perfect. But but yeah, and she also holds a grudge against Levi. She's also saying how she's gonna show him a thing or two if he does that again. And Aaron's like, you do realize it's Levi, like the strongest man in the entire world, and no, she doesn't give a fuck. He fucked with Eren. She's gonna fuck him up. But yeah, so I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Levi, but I love the kind of backlash they have going between each other. Mikasa just has this resentment towards him, and yeah, I love that for some reason. I just think it's a very interesting relationship dynamic to have building up for them. When I say relationship, I mean as soldiers. I don't mean I'm shipping them or anything. No, but yeah, I'm very interested to see if they have more interactions where she back talks towards him and everything, because I don't think Levi's ever had that where someone back talks to him. So yeah, that'd be fun. But Jean is very pissed with Eren, and he tells, and Eren asks where's Marco? Did he not join? And then Jean says, no, Marco died. And Eren is shocked, and John says, yeah, not all of us can have a very dramatic death. He was found dead. Nobody saw him die, and his removal gear was gone. So yeah, and it was so sad because Eren has already lost so much of his previous team from the first Titan attack. He lost pretty much everyone on his team except for Armin, and now he lost one of his friends, Marco. So yeah, that's so sad. And you see John, he's just so pissed off that happened to Marco. That was, to him, that was his best friend, and yeah, it's just so sad. I miss Marco. He didn't even do that much when he was in the show, but just the impact that he had on everyone, I really liked him, and he was so sweet for when he was there. He was such a good person. So yeah, it's just very sad. And also, Jean confronts Eren for attacking Mikasa, and and Eren had absolutely no idea that he did any of that. So so Mikasa tries to stick up for him. No, he was just, to him, he was just squashing a fly. like he didn't know who I was. And then John's like, I wasn't asking you. I'm like, whoa. John growing a backbone. Because like before he became like a stuttering mess whenever he was around Mikasa. He wouldn't be able to handle his emotions. Like now, when it comes to her safety, he doesn't care. He'll say whatever he wants, because he understands that like she's obsessed with Eren. Like he's not going to let that get in the way of his and everyone else's safety. So I like that. That's very good like sign of leadership that he's showing. But he also puts pressure on Eren by letting in and all the recruits know that their lives hinge on Eren's ability to control his Titan form, which putting like a whole new world of pressure on Eren, because like he already has an entire squad or an entire team of people who are assigned to be ready to kill him in case he fucks up. And now he knows that all of humanity depends on him, and he doesn't even know how to control his Titan form. So yeah, I feel really bad for him. Like poor Eren, like he's gone through so much. At the same time, I don't really blame anyone for their for their concern, because like it's a very scary situation to be in, and to have someone who could like either help the world or destroy it, and they don't even know how to do it themselves. That's very scary. Yeah, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens with that. I like to see him start to learn how to control his Titan form and see how he's able to, what training he has to do in order to gain better control. And yeah, so next we see the entire Survey Corps, including the new trainees and everyone. Yeah, everyone just goes out of the walls to perform the long distance enemy scouting formation that Eren made up, where it's basically where they go out in different sets, and if somebody sees a Titan coming, they shoot up a flare, and the color of the flare, depending on what color it is, it tells you whether or not a Titan is close, far away, or whether a place is safe. So yeah, I like how everyone is like looking out for the newbies. Like all of the soldiers are looking out for Sasha and Armin, because they don't want them to like have to start fighting Titans yet. They just want to like let them kind of settle in towards the entire atmosphere of being around Titans constantly. But yeah, I like that little touch. Like they're all looking out for each other. Also at the end, the female Titan attacks, and she shows intelligence. I like how Armin's able to pick up on that. Like, just shows like how smart he is, and that he's able to pick up on little things like that. Like most people would just look at it and say it's not normal. Like no, he was able to tell that like this isn't just an abnormal. This is like Eren. This is like the colossal Titan. He's able to see the difference. And also, she brings an entire horde of Titans with her, where a bunch of to a load of the soldiers, and so like they're all being killed and eaten. And like one man at the end, like as he's being killed, he's saying like, we need to get this information out. If we die, then how will we get this information? How will humanity survive? Like they need to get out the information that the Titans have this sort of intelligence now, or at least this particular Titan does. But yeah, I really love this manga. It's such a good volume. But yeah, and I've seen the anime, so I already know who the female Titan is, but I'm not going to say it in case any of you guys haven't seen it. But yeah, I really, really like this manga. It's I really like the manga. It's so good. It's, in my opinion, it's way better than the anime. I mean, the anime does have better like quality artwork, and it is a bit more everything does feel a bit more dramatic. But like the storyline and the story arcs in this are a bit more interesting, and the characters a bit more realistic in this, and I just like it better, to be honest. So yeah, that's all there's for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this little review on the 5th volume of Attack on Titan, and I'll see you guys again in the next one.